Let's make this entire dashboard in 6 minutes. Like and save this video for later if you don't have time right now. Starting with a blank sheet, I am pasting these headings in from another sheet just for time's sake, but you can name these whatever makes sense for you and change it to any color. This first formula is our progress bar. It is the sparkling function with the chart type of bar, and we're using 3 different colors, red, orange, and green. Feel free to test out different numbers, whichever makes sense for you, but I wanted only 100% to be green, so that's why I chose less than or equal to 1. So make the adjustments as needed. I went to insert checkboxes, and now I have my checkboxes. And then next, we need the formula again. Let's get a count if any of those checkboxes are true. So if a checkbox is checked, it will return a value in that cell we just put the formula in. Next, we're going to do some more formatting. Again, you can make this any color you want. I tend to like to bold headings, and I like the lighter gray. It makes the progress bars really stand out. So we're finishing up our first quadrant here. This is the name area. This is where you would name your project. So let's make that bold. And then let's insert a row here because we want to call this project 1. We're going to have a project 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's looking good. We can change that to, again, any color that makes sense for you. Let's make the font a little bit bigger. And now let's add some borders in. I like to add a thicker border around the totals at the bottom. And then we'll add one around the entire box here. Make sure that's the thicker line. And let's make that a little bit bigger so our progress bar really stands out. This formula is going to be our percentage completed. So we want to get a total of the checked checkboxes divided by the available checkboxes to be checked. So we're going to do a count if C19 through C22 is true divided by count A of C19 through C22. So that's going to tell us out of all of our checkboxes available, how many are checked, and then we'll have that percentage show up as we check these boxes. So next, let's change this up a little bit in the formatting. So we will make this a little bit bigger. We want this to be really prominent. We also need it to be, let's go with black, and then we need it to be a percentage. Let's test this out and click on a few checkboxes to see what happens. Looking good. We've got our colors and our percentage. Now let's add a border to that to make it stand out even more, and we'll add one more to divide the percent from that bar. Then we need 4 of these. You can copy and paste as many as you need, but we're going to paste 4 of them. And then pause here and go ahead and change project 1 in all the boxes to 2, 3, 4, and then also change the overall project 1, 2, 3, 4 progress on the bottom bars there, and then we'll pick up again. For whatever reason, Sheets tends to mix things up when you copy and paste, so we do have to fix that extra line that's been showing in the border by just redoing the merge and center. All right, so we're back. It looks good. We've got our project 1, 2, 3, and 4. So next we're going to move to the pie chart. So let's have a completed section and an incomplete. In the completed section, the formula is going to total all of those overall project progresses. So it's C23 plus G23 and so on, divided by a count A of a total of each of those sections. So we're highlighting all 4 of those sections and putting commas in so that we get a total count of available checkboxes again, because this is going to be a percentage. Let's say we've got 16 checkboxes of how many of those 16 are completed, and then incomplete is just simply 1 minus that number. If you have any questions, please add them to comments. So let's highlight these and go to insert chart. We're going to insert a pie chart. And I'm going to close this right away and just resize so that's a little bit easier to look at. But this red and blue it's okay, but we could change it. So let's make it a darker, better looking blue, and then let's do a gray for incomplete. So you can do a bunch of different things here. You can add a chart title. We don't really need it because we have a heading. You can change endless amounts of things here. But let's focus on some basic things. We're going to make it 3D. And you can separate the slice. I like to do that. So sometimes I'll do like 5 or 10%, whatever might look better. And then it's a little bit separated, but that's optional. So next, let's format this. I tend to like to match these colors to the portion of the pie chart. So blue again for completed and then gray for incomplete. It just makes it a little bit easier when someone's trying to look at this and understand what you're doing. Actually, let's go maybe a little bit lighter on this. Yes, now that matches. And then one other thing, let's change the background on the chart. So I'm going to click back into that after we format these percentages, and let's do the dark gray. We've got kind of a dark gray theme going, so let's just do that. It really makes that chart stand out. And then we need to change the text color of black to white, make it easier to read. All right, it's looking pretty good. So let's change the background here. If I would have been thinking better ahead of time, I would have just hit the upper left corner and changed everything to gray, but now we've got too much going on, so we have to go through and manually select all of our cells to make a background, but that's okay. So I'm going to turn this to be a light gray color, but again, pick whatever you want. And you can see now we've got a background started. So we just still have to either drag this down, or you can copy and paste a light gray cell and do a paste throughout. Let's change all of this. Again, this would have been easier to do as a step 1. Now let's test it out. As we're checking all these boxes, they should all total 100 in each quadrant as you select all 4. And then I also like to check the completed and incomplete. So as you can see, you have 8 check boxes totally completed, and then 8 that are not. So that 50% makes sense. It's a good spot check, looks good. Now let's change this to date format. Let's be nice to our future users so they don't have to type in numbers and fix that. Looking good. Let's add grid lines here. We're going to do some light gray grid lines because once we take away the major grid lines from the entire sheet, we still want to be able to have a division there. Looks good. Now view, show, uncheck grid lines, and there's your dashboard. It turned out beautiful. Test it out, making sure everything works. Looks good.